aimless in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah,
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement. Yeah, there's no replacement for persistence. It's a patience. Yeah, in this life, I wanna be soaring to feel sun inside.
Well, hello. I had a countdown going there. I forgot to turn my dang light on. That's what I knew I was forgetting something. I always forget something. I forgot that light too. We got a million lights. There we go. Couldn't get the third candle. I forgot to move that big thing, a piece of equipment back there. That's our portable setup. So if you're wondering, I don't know if you probably can't even see it. Let me turn on my backlight and we'll get started. But welcome in, everybody. This is Tanya. I'm Tanya, and this is Titanium Built. And let me shut my curtain a little bit, because if I'm seeing that outside like that, I'll be wanting to go outside. Shoot, it looked very sunny out there. I thought it was supposed to rain today. It was supposed to. Uh-oh, don't come on, Taylor Swift. I was listening to Taylor before the live. Okay. I'll get this light turned on and then we'll get started. Not like it's going to do much of a difference, but I like it. Gives an ambience. We have a new light too. It's this littler one. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but we've got it. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, we do have some new subscribers. So welcome in. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys for letting me or getting me to 25,000 subscribers, because without you guys, I wouldn't have you. I wouldn't have no subscribers. So I'm so glad. I'm so thankful for you guys. A lot of new people are in the chat. I love that so much. When I got off the live last night, I was telling Vincent, that's my boyfriend. If you know, accuse Vincent, he's my partner of 10 years. I was telling him, I was like, there's new names in the chat. And it's just like, I love when there's new people. And then there's like our old people mixed with the new people. And it's just been really great. So I appreciate that. Because we've been reading through documents, and sometimes documents can be boring. I try to make them a little more exciting, crack a joke here or there when I can, because this is a serious topic, but some of these filings are not so serious. So you can kind of, let loose a little bit. I saw Ladybug's in here, so she must be feeling a little bit better. I hope she is anyway. Can't do it without you. I hope you're feeling better. And what you text me earlier, Walt seems like a very, very, very nice man. I think we got lucky. Hey, Dame. Might be watching late, but watching. Thank you for sending lemon support. I appreciate that. Hey, Simply. Hey, Country Butterfly. Hey, Laura, welcome in. Hey, PJ. You were earlier than me. You feeling good, Simply? That's good. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, the picture. Yeah, that was a nice high profile picture. I think the Idaho Statesman got that. It's like Ann Taylor's kind of like faded in the background of the picture, and it's just right on Bryant. And I'm like, oh, that's a good one. Let's go with that. Hanky panky mom, I'm so glad. We're good people, I promise you. We're just a little in like this little corner of YouTube that a lot of people haven't found us yet. Hey Lenora. Plus I keep a tight ship around here. Keep the riffraff out. Unless his name says Vincent something. It's not my Vincent. It'll be someone. That'll be rapper probably. Oh, be safe driving. Be safe driving. There's crazy people out there. Hey, Colleen. You should hear me during Christmas time. I'm like, oh, I'm just all about the safe driving. Hey, King Chess Club, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. And whoever's just, listening in, welcome, welcome. Hey, Ava. It's good to see everybody. Okay, we got a good crowd coming in, so that's good. We do have some documents. Like I told you, we had like 28 documents drop, different documents. So I figured just start at the top, make our way down, and then probably by the time that we're done with that, an interview will have come out, more documents, more pictures, more something. It seems like this case hasn't stopped. There's like just no quit with this case. I know that there's even people coming out, and they're I thought about doing this too. I had mentioned it to you guys multiple times, but like they're going back to the beginning. I don't know how they're doing it their way or like the way they're doing it, but like we've done that on this channel before, like reviewed everything. But that's a lot of information if you go all the way back to the beginning. I mean, think about it. It's been over 3 years. Oh, yes. Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry, Simply. That's really sad. My dad was killed in a car accident. It'll be 18 years, I think, tomorrow. 18 years. 18 years. I hope they release his jail calls too. They said something about privacy. You don't get no privacy. Sorry. And when I pulled these off of like another tab, I accidentally messed up the way we were going to go. Oh, actually, I know the way we're going to go. Remember. Okay, we're going to pull these documents up because one of them is like a reply to a motion that was filed. So let me see this is the first one. Okay. Let me pull this one up. 3 years and 8 months, Jason said. Yeah. Can you believe that? Like, I mean, that's a long time. We started covering this case. I believe I talked about it on the 14th. I did a different live. It wasn't a live, I don't think. It wasn't a live. I didn't do lives back then, I don't think. It was like a video or something. So I don't think I did lives. I don't think I did. I think Idaho is when I first started doing them. I can't remember now. That's really bad to say, but I can't remember. But yeah, and it was just constant information. We're just, constantly trying to get information, and we didn't know at the house so if you guys weren't around when this case first started, it was like insanity. I still haven't seen a case like the Idaho 4 case, and I've been doing true crime on YouTube for 4 years, and I've been like listening or watching true crime stuff since I was a child, like way before I should have been able to, but I was born in the 80s. It was different back then. Yeah, he deserves nothing. Hey. Yeah, I don't know why they like to scratch at that bed, but they just love to do that. I want to hear his jail calls to mother. Can you imagine calling your mom mother? I wonder if my mom wanted. She would have just laughed because I mean I would call her by her name just to be silly sometimes. Do you know what I mean? But like if I said mother, come here, she'd be like, what? But that's what he calls his mother. But yeah, no, in the beginning of this case, it was a madhouse. We didn't know we didn't know what the house looked like on the inside. For a while, we were trying to like pull stuff up. I remember I got it off of college pads because they were taking it off of websites. They had it on Zillow or something. And I remember they like pulled it like off of there really quick, but then they didn't pull it off of college pads because I think nobody looks on college pads, but I did. And that's where we found it. So, I mean, it was just like, it was a big who did it for 6 weeks. That's a pretty long time. And those 6 weeks were crazy, and then after getting, you know, after he was arrested. Well, we had the food truck video, but and then we could review that, and then he was arrested, and we had everything that we could go through with him. So, hey, Amber. Yeah, King, and we saw that. Isn't that cute? He's actually the girl that he is marrying is she used to do true crime on YouTube, but now she moved over to TikTok. I don't know why she doesn't do both. She doesn't really do YouTube anymore as much, I don't think. But unless she just doesn't pop up on my For You page. So the other night, last night, I like an eyelash in my eye. We went over the motion to compel, and it was for the expert disclosures. And I don't know if you guys remember, like, Anne was saying like yes to some people, like they were satisfactory. Some people she was saying like no, she didn't feel like they were an expert in, you know, the field that they would, you know, if they weren't giving her enough notes, she was saying like, you know, how is this person an expert? What are they going to be testifying to? What are they, you know, and what is their expertise about what they're testifying to? Things like that. That's what this one is. I wanted to just bring it back up so I could show you. But yeah, just like remember it said like Heather Barnhart, Jared Barnhart, satisfactory disclosure, satisfactory, no objections. Shane Cox, Amazon employee, they had like a bunch of people listed at the bottom that were going to be testifying, that might testify, but they weren't sure. And so she was just saying that she needed more data. It says the data relied upon, the methodology and the scientific methods are not disclosed with these experts. The ones right here, I guess. So yeah, she was saying no to that. So the newer one is, so this one was Exhibit A. You go to the top. Yeah, Exhibit A. And then this is Exhibit B. Because I was going to read this the other night and I was like, I think this is the same thing we just read. And I was like, then I came back to it because I wanted to make sure. And I was like, no, this is actually different. So we'll go over this one first. Hey, Kathy, welcome in. Everyone's going to be like, get to it. I'm getting there. Okay. Sometimes we want to say like bad words, and if you want to say the bad words, you got to wait a couple minutes. So if you guys don't mind, we'll go ahead. We'll get started. If you don't mind, take a second, hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to become a member, I just put the link in the chat. We'd love to have you become a member of our channel. I want to do like a members only, like maybe tomorrow. So be on the lookout. It's going to be soon. It's going to be like sometime this week. I'm also going to put the panel link in there. That way, if anyone wants to come up on panel, if you have a question you want to ask on panel, go ahead. Have at it. We'll open the panel up as well. Or if you just want to, come up and chit chat about the case, if you have, a theory. And then everybody's theories are valid, as long as it's nothing like overboard, you know what I mean? Like crazy. Like the sheath wasn't there. Brian didn't do this, like something like that. Like we know it was like, you use your common sense, everybody. So this is Exhibit B to defendant's reply to state's objection to defendant's motion to compel. And then it says S1 exhibit to state's objection, Jenny Ayers. That was one of the people on the last list. And it says forensic scientist and expert in the field. In addition to the arguments raised in the reply brief, her disclosure includes reference to a lab report and a list of topics she may testify about. If her opinions are limited to those contained in the lab report related to items collected as a witness for chain of custody, defense has no objection. However, the disclosure states that the lab report is an example and does not encompass all of her findings, impressions, or conclusions. It's an example? Okay. The scope of her testimony is not limited, and she may testify about other experts' work in the case. Mr. Koberger's experts relating to crime scene and forensic testing cannot respond to the lack of opinion or broad scope of this disclosure. Was it a broad scope or was it a lack of opinion? Those are two different things. Oh, okay. So they're saying that their people can't, there's nothing for them to like respond to because there's nothing of substance in these documents that they're getting from Jenny Ayers. So then we have FBI Special Agent Nicholas Balance. And has anybody else, do you guys know, other than the person that came out that did the book with Wickham, does anybody else know of anybody that's like come out as an expert for the defense? He's the only one, right? That he was supposed to be an expert for the defense. Like that's what that's what he said. We haven't heard Anne say that he wasn't, but well, actually, we heard her say that he shouldn't have been saying anything at all. That's what we heard her say. Very unprofessionally said. Colleen, I would love to argue with Gray Hughes. I thought about going over him on my other channel because he's something else, isn't he? Why don't we make this bigger for everybody? Sorry. So everybody can, if you want to read along, I don't know. So they're saying for Special Agent Nicholas Balance, a PowerPoint presentation primarily of photos without any reports, notes, or explanation is not a report or an opinion. Okay. There is no explanation of how he will interpret drive testing data or explain the equipment or software used. The software used for interpretation, mapping, or driving is not identified. SA Balance was also involved in significant parts of the investigation of the case, and rather than disclose his specific findings or opinions, the state asserts this notice serves to supplement the information in SA Balance report by summarizing areas of anticipated testimony, but does not repeat the specific findings that are detailed in his reports. In addition to the summary, SA Balance may testify to any of the subjects identified in his reports and may identify and testify to the electronic data, files, and location records identified in the materials made available to the defendant. There are many terabytes of electronic data, thousands of files, and location records on many witnesses. The scope of this disclosure is written so loosely that SA Balance could be called to testify about anything in this case. The only area that appears to be excluded from his expertise is that related to DNA results. The only specific report included by the state is the cast PowerPoint. Okay. There are no Bates page references. Oh, you want to roll? You want to index with it? Oh, okay. SA Balance obtained many cell phone company records, including call detail records, timing data, cell tower data, Google data, etc. Additionally, digital data exists for many cellular devices, computer downloads, and social media accounts for the deceased, the surviving roommates, initial persons of interest, friends, and Mr. Kohlberger. The type of report SA Balance will rely upon is unclear. The lack of disclosure impacts Mr. Kohlberger's experts working in the area of cell phone or cell tower data. Okay, I'm going to read that over. It says the lack of disclosure impacts everything was just so hard on him, hard on his lawyers, hard on him, hard on his experts. I'm sorry, but I mean, do you think you know how much she got paid for all this, right? And she wasn't writing some of these. You know, she had Jay Logston writing these. So I hope he was worth 180. He was making an hour. We've read through these as soon as they came out. We could do it. We could do it. So okay, it says, where was it at? The lack of disclosure impacts Mr. Kohlberger's experts working in the area of cell tower data, call detail record data, timing reports, Google data, cellular device data. Okay, just like the other, drive test information and social media accounts. What'd you find in the social media accounts? State 3 and State 4, Mr. and Mrs. Barnhart. In its initial motion, the defense indicated that the Barnhart's expert disclosures were adequate. However, both reports indicate that these experts were testifying regarding habit evidence, what habits and what opinions remained undisclosed. Therefore, these disclosures are inadequate. She wanted to know everything. You don't get it. You do get the discovery. You should have that. But she was she literally wants the whole entire case, play by play, what they're going to do, handed to her. That is not how you do this. That's not how court works. You give them the discovery, you give them the evidence that you've received, you give that to them, and then so that they can do their own testing and whatever they want to do, and they want to dispute your evidence, they have a sample and they can do their own testing and all of that stuff. But she is literally wanting an index on a play-by-play. She wants the quarterback freaking sleeve, and she ain't gonna get it. I mean, she never got it, but she ain't gonna get it. Hey, Tommy. Welcome in, anybody that I missed. Let me move you guys over to this side of the screen. I always forget to do that until we're live. And I wonder if I can make this white, like the YouTube, instead of it being black. Because mine's black. I don't know how I do that. But I figured out. That's okay. Okay. Where were we? There we go. So she's changing her mind about the Barnharts. They're the ones, that did the DNA and stuff. So it says here, habit evidence is a crucial issue in this case, as it has been identified as an alibi by the defense. Okay. So I'm going to read. Oh, she's okay. So basically, she says, yeah, they're cool. Like whatever. She didn't say, she said satisfactory or whatever. Now she's saying their disclosures are inadequate. They're not there. But then I don't know, it just says, however, both reports indicate that these experts will testify regarding habit evidence. I feel like she just found out about the habit evidence and she thought about it for a minute. And then she's like, wait, shit, we were going to use that as our alibi. That he has a habit of going on night drives. First it was running, driving, fishing. I don't know what he was doing. Well, we know what he was doing, but he wasn't doing any of those things. They didn't say he was fishing. I'm just exaggerating, but she's just she wants it all. So habit evidence is crucial because it's going to be an alibi by the defense. I mean, but your alibi sucked. Really bad. Kohberger should have never taken his phone with him. He should have left that crap at home. He probably didn't get no phone calls at night, that early in the morning anyway. 4 a.m, 3, he would have been going at 3:30. Left his phone there. I mean, they always do something. Oh, wait, Vincent, clean my glasses before the live. So it says here, the lack of disclosure impacts Mr. Kohlberg's experts in the field of cellular tower and cellular device and other electronic device experts. Oh, I'm sorry, they were doing those. I'm sorry, they did the cell phone towers, it looks like. And then S5, Mr. Cox is the Amazon. No opinion is provided. Mr. Kohlberger's expert relating to this kind of digital data are impacted by the lack of disclosures. I don't believe that. So because I remember her going on a tangent about the Amazon and how what was she says it was a court hearing, and I don't even know, it was something about the Amazon, because it was when they dropped the bomb about the Amazon. They were like, yeah, we got the Amazon history. And then she was trying to say maybe that's when she was trying to say it was on the computer or the iPad and they were all using it or something. But she was going to have an expert come in and say that. Say that she was going to try to get him to say that things can accidentally end up in your cart. That's what it was. Is he drunk buying in the middle of the night? I don't think so. Drunk buying a K-bar knife when he's not good with knives? I don't think so. Oh, thanks, PJ. Yeah, hit the like for me. That'd be great. You guys are awesome. So S15 through S25 DNA and state forensic lab experts' opinions. The thousands of pages Bates referenced in the DNA disclosures do identify results based upon likelihood ratio statistics. However, who will testify to those statistics and what their opinions will be is not clear by the reading thousands of pages of discovery. She didn't read. At this point, you didn't read no thousands of pages. These disclosures also are open-minded, similar to Miss Ayers, and state that opinions are not limited, and the disclosure does not encompass all findings, impressions, conclusions, or materials related to the expert, and further that the scope of their testimony is not limited, and that they may testify about findings, impressions, and conclusions based on others' work. Mr. Kohlberger's experts in the fields of forensic and DNA are impacted by this lack of disclosure. Did you guys really have all these experts, though? I mean, that's a question I really do have for you, Ian. Did you? Did you? Did you have people that were going to actually come to court and say some stuff for this guy? I mean, you could pay people a lot of money and they'll probably say whatever, but that's against the law, right? We don't do that. We raise our right hand oath. So I don't know if you had really, because she ain't naming none of these people. She's like, lack of information. It's affecting Mr. Kohlberger and our experts. And what are they in this same field that these people are in? Just so happens. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a trial where it was like expert. Like sometimes the prosecution will have an expert in certain thing, but the defense will have an expert in that same thing. Like even combat it. Like they have nothing. They're like, we got nothing for this. So that's kind of crazy. Oh, thank you, Ladybug. That's so very nice of you. This is the best true crime channel on YouTube. Thank you, Tanya. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being my mod and my friend. So, and thank you for the $9.99. That was very sweet of you. So then we have S21 Nolan. Okay, so what was Nolan going to do? I should have we'll find out. But I wonder if Kathy Mabbitt's on here because she was on the other one. So not a single report, Bates reference, or expert opinion. What is a Bates reference? I swear that sounds like a Rolodex or index or something. It's also known as the Bates numbering or Bates stamping. It's a unique sequential identifier assigned to pages of documents. Commonly used in legal, medical, and business. So not police. I mean, I guess that'd be Thompson, but still. So it's a numeric or a number system. Okay. I mean, it would be good to have that if it's like a numbering system. So it says, or expert opinion of the Idaho State Forensic Lab Manager, Rylan Nolan, has been disclosed. Hey, Betsy. Hey, Tracy. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I just read that. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that kind of makes sense. I mean, that, that's something that you would want. And I would be kind of mad about that actually too. I would want a numbering system. I didn't realize that they weren't numbering the pages or something. If they weren't numbering the pages, I'd be like, bitch, you better go back and number these pages. I mean, I have my documents out of order right now, and I'm like, and there's only like 5 of them. Like I'll have them in order to be fine. But like, it's just like, I mean, I agree. I do agree with some of the things that she does say. Search of the discovery for the topics on which the disclosures rest yields no information about what she may say. The state summary of her testimony is so broad that she could essentially be called to testify about anything related to the DNA in this case. It is not a disclosure of an opinion or information that conveys the scientific, technical, or other specialized knowledge of the expert witness. Since the only DNA collected at the scene of the crime that the state claims connects Mr. Kohlberger to the crime is that which was obtained from some part of the snap of the sheath. Acting like you don't know some part of the snap of the sheath, like disting yourself. No, come on, you know where it's at. The opinions of Rylan Nolan are critical. They have not been disclosed other than she will testify regarding touch and transfer and direct or secondary transfer DNA. Mr. Kohlberger's experts and DNA are impacted by this lack of disclosure. What was that one guy? I forget his name. The one that wrote the book with the other guy. I wonder what he was, if he's going to be like. if we can see him, like his expertise in here. So Eric C., in the expert opinion of this DNA technician, provides an explanation of possible testimony regarding a methodology for DNA testing, the YSTR, for which the defense has received no discovery or indication that the method has been used in this case. There is no opinion disclosed other than because of the large volume of discovery, the state directs the defense to summary reports of the experts' ultimate conclusions, which can be found in Lab Report 3. Lab Report 3, Bates 5721-5731, is DNA data of an alternate suspect, but no ultimate opinion or result is specified. Additionally, the disclosure reflects open language as stated with other witnesses. Mr. Kohlberger's forensic and DNA experts are impacted by this lack of disclosure. Okay, if this is all going on, right? If there's a lack of, if this is all going on, why didn't Ann take this to trial? They wouldn't have had their evidence in order. The prosecution wouldn't have. I mean, I don't know if I would have taken a plea if I was Ann. I mean, she must have known something that we don't know. I wonder if she asked him straight up, like, Kohlberg's, jerked me around for, 2 years. Like, we had the stupidest alibi I've ever heard of in my life. I mean, she's seasoned. She's a seasoned attorney. I don't know. I think I would ask. I'd be like, are we wasting my time? Because, I can't lie for you, brother. It says, additionally, the disclosure reflects open language as stated with other witnesses. Mr. Kohlberger's forensic and DNA experts are impacted by this lack of disclosure. Okay. So then we have a few here, S10, S13, and S14, who is Mowry, Tanzola, and Urig. Specific expert opinions related to 67 electronic devices and third-party data providers have not been disclosed in consultation with one of the defense experts related to cellular data, just the cell phones alone, excluding other electronic devices and third-party data, is over 3 terabytes of data, and analyzing every bit of that will take years. No, it wouldn't. No, you wouldn't need to do that. You would only need to analyze a certain portion of the phone. Maybe the last 6 months. Maybe last year. You wouldn't have to go through every single picture they've had on their phone ever. You know what I mean? Like, that would be dumb. Like, I mean, that would be like really, that would be a lot of time. But she does also have people that work for her. So Jay Logston was probably looking this stuff up. But I mean, 3 terabytes is a lot. It says, thus it is imperative that state narrow the disclosure and provide a real summary of the expert opinions they intend to elicit. Mr. Kohlberger's experts in the field of summary of the expert opinions. Okay, never mind. Mr. Kohlberger's experts in the field of electronic device, digital records, and third-party data are impacted by this lack of disclosure. Like, who are these experts? Is it one expert in all of these fields, or is it 3 different experts that you have? And I'm curious. I want to know. I wonder if she will ever tell. She won't tell, will she? Maybe when she retires. Maybe she'd tell them. I mean, because it's attorney-client privilege. She wouldn't want to give that up. But I mean, and $2 million. I mean, that's a lot of money. But couldn't you tell us a little something there, Ann? Was he creepy when you saw him? I mean, or did you think, he was cool? And you were like, yeah, he didn't do it. That's what I would like to know that. Okay, I'm going to make sure I'm getting these files in the right order. Is this it? Okay, let me go to mine. It'll be easier, probably. Maybe. Okay. We've read a few of them already. That one was the S10, I think. Yeah. Okay. So the next one is going to be from January 9th. It looks like it's witness and exhibit list for motions hearing on 12/3/2025. And that one actually, okay, so no, that one is the one that it didn't pop up for some reason. I don't know if it's like a bad link or what. So I'll have to find that one for us. Okay, wait, here it looks like. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Okay. Now this is exhibit A. I want to make sure like okay, it's right here. Now this says exhibit A to defendant's first supplemental response to discovery under seal. I don't know how to say this person's name. I don't know if it'll tell me. Batanti. Okay. So it says number one, it looks like this is their Bates, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's kind of what it looks like. Now, it says investigator Batoni reports 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's A. B is investigator Jaquin. Let's see what this says when you ask it to speak. Genquine. I'm bad with names. Scene photos and report from 1/3/23. Investigator Genquine Quan interviews with WSU employees from 4/2/2023, 4/25/2023, and 7/11/2024 and 11/15/2024. D investigator Tranquil report with Duff. These are just going to be like different reports. And so E investigator Jen Quinn property and evidence photos and report from 1/10/23. And then they have F investigator Jen Quinn report photos and documents from apartment. Transcripts obtained by defense. For G, additional it says with an asterisk, additional transcript of audio recordings will be forthcoming and will be provided upon receipt. And then they have a bunch of audio, video files. Number 5, there's a bunch of zeros. I'm not going to read all the zeros every time. But 5 is Mowry with Mortensen, Johnson, McClure, and Beck. And then 16, second interview of Mortensen. Number 16, amended second interview with Bethany Funk. 53, Kiva Bloxam Bliss. I'm really bad with this. 56, Noon's body cam. 65, Snyder second folder. 66, Gunderson fourth and fifth folder. 67, Smith first folder. 68 is Morris, and it's for 68 there's 2, and it says Morris second and fourth folder. Then we have number 70, Payne with Jack DeCore. 70, Payne with Maisie Chapin. 70, Payne with Molly McDaniels. 71, House with Bailey Briggs. 71, House with Blaker and Jock. 71, House with second folder. 71, House with third folder. 71, House car backseat camera. 75 is the 911 call. Number 88 is Dylan Mortensen's interview from 12/30/2022. And then we have 117, Jake Schreiger. 118, Connor Chestnut. 144, Connor Chestnut again. 151, Mortensen. And then we have a few from Jack DeCore, and they're all 2 of 6. So 115, or I'm sorry, the dates are 11/15, 11/17, 11/22, and 11/21. Well, should have switched that, but that's okay. And they're DeCore's phone calls. 376, Showalter. Now look at this one. 8:53, Mary Ann Kohlberger. I imagine that phone call. Hello. Marianne Coburger, please. She probably didn't even answer. I mean, did they get a phone call? They have audio, video. So they at least have audio, I would say, of it. Man, I want to know what Marianne said. To be a fly on that wall. And then Amanda Coburger, 854. Well, did we not talk to Michael? Melissa? Kept them out of it? Just kind of strange that those are the ones, they went to court together and stuff. And yeah, look at this. Agent Balance testimony in the Lori Vallow case, parts 1 and 2. Agent Balance testimony in the Chad Daybell case, part 1. Agent Balance testimony in the Chad Daybell case, part 2. Should watch that. We could listen for that to Lori's. We can't see it though. Materials from defense expert Matthew Nodell. Okay, so he has video from 123:24, photos and video from 6/29/23, additional scans, Moscow Ray Faro. I think that's the actual, I think the Faro is the 3D scan thing. Nodell Sinago, Nodell data 5/13/24, Nodell's photos 127, doesn't have a year here. Nodell's video 1/3/23, Nodell pics, I think it's supposed to be pics like maybe with a C, but I don't know. 12/14/23, photos of replica knife, Moscow Raw Faro zip folder 1, Moscow Raw Faro zip folder 2, and then we have Nodell Moscow Cintigo. I don't even know how to say that name. Cintigo zip folder 1 and 2. Materials from the defense expert Ray. Drive test data, 2 zip folders and 9 files. Mitigation, protective order pending, filed, labeled, protective order containing medical, mental health, and confidential documents that the defense is currently trying to get a protective order issued. Why would they need a protective order issued for his medical and mental documents? Like they should be protected, right? Or do they think, maybe they're afraid that his family would have given him out at some point. I don't know. Because it says trying to get a protective order issued. And it says Amanda Coburger. So they're trying to get a protective order issued for CHP Records, Arise Above PT, Ginsinger Mount Pocono Pediatrics, Lehigh Valley Hospital, Pocono Family Medical, Social Security Earnings, Kids Peace, Northampton Community, East Stroudsburg. Why does he have records for BJ Wholesale? Do you have to have like a membership to go to BJ's Wholesale? I've never been there. Yeah, you do. And you need a membership to buy items. Okay. So that's why they want to get that protected, I guess. Because somebody at the BJ Wholesales could be like, I'll give you his information. Maybe this is why nothing freaking leaked out of there. Like, yeah. Integrity Solutions of a, sorry, Weston Senior Living. Why does Weston Senior Living? What would that have to do with Brian Coburger? An Integrity Solution. Well, I mean, and the Poconos, what would that have to do with them? Let me see if I can find it, but oh, it's right here. Computer support and services in Butler County. That's here. I'm pretty sure. Like it's like up north. Okay, never mind. But is it the same one, I wonder? The one in the Poconos? Okay, it says it doesn't refer to one specific or one single specific business, but several companies with similar names serve the Poconos in different industries. It says it's what was the name of that one? Integrity Solutions. Integrity Solutions Group, a firm specializing in corporate sales performance, training, consulting, and coaching. I wonder if it's a place that he worked for like a second, like one of those call centers or something. Sounds like it. And then we have Carmine Ragonis. I'm bad about that. Death certificate they want for her. And thank you guys all for being here. If you don't mind, will you hit the like button for me? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We talk true crime every day, usually. It's usually every day. So then they have Carmine, they have Charles Ragonis, death certificate, military record, Michael Mastrocola. I'm gonna say these people maybe, and they don't have their eviction papers. Henrietta Votino, death certificate, like that. I don't know. Maybe those are his grandparents. Louis Koberger, death certificate. Madeline Ragonis, death certificate. New York Department of Health, Marie Armando, sorry. And they want the death certificate. Mary Ann Koberger. St. Joseph School record, college transcript, Lehigh Family Medicine, Lehigh Valley, Lehigh Family Medicine, CVS pharmacy records. Oh, that'd be rude if the pharmacy did that. Brooklyn Methodist Hospital records, Social Security, Pleasant Valley School District, car accident records. If they can steal that. Court file, reply car accident part 1, court file car accident part 2, photos of car accident. Didn't we hear about a car accident? Wait. Did Brian Koberger write about a car accident in his writings, or I might be remembering wrong. We cover way too many cases up on this channel. But why do I feel like somebody talked about a car accident? Like at some point in this case, somebody did. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was like, but somebody did. I don't know when this accident was, but I think that they were trying to say that it had something to do with Brian Koberger, like he was in the car or something. They were trying to, I think, put it like that, that he had a head injury. Remember the head injury? Because I got mad. Because I'm like, so, then we have, what else do we have? Okay. Melissa Koberger. So then Pleasant Valley High School or Pleasant Valley School records, sanitary, I've heard of that, college, New Jersey Division Consumer Affairs license, St. Luke's Broadsville, Newport Pharmacy, mental health and addiction, Martha Turnberg, Lehigh Valley Records 2024, Lehigh Valley Records, Lehigh Family Medicine, Jersey City, Geisinger Records, CVS Pharmacy, CHP Records, Bridgeway Behavioral Health. Michael Koberger Sr. Now, this is what I guess his dad's still alive. I don't know. There's no way. This is confusing to me. Death certificate. There we go. I was going to say he has to be dead because, I mean, Brian's dad is in his like 70s. I mean, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? It'd be like 100. But they want Michael Koberger Sr. This is so this will be the grandfather. Affordable Comfort Employment, death certificate, Fort Hamilton Records, Lenox Hill Records, VA Bronx Records, VA Psych James Peterson, VA Bronx Records, and then Michael Koberger Jr., which is Brian's dad. I wonder why Michael and Mary Ann didn't decide to name Brian Michael. Like, I'm just curious because like he's a junior. Usually, like it's senior, junior, and then it'll go like first, or whatever. Like that, that usually it's like if you start to name your kid after your, the grandparent, it usually sticks. I'm wondering if like, I don't know, Marianne didn't like the name or something because they didn't even name his middle name Michael. Like his name could have been Brian Michael Koberger. I don't know. I like to ask questions that aren't even important. So they want his birth certificate. Well, that, sealed. Kingsley ShopRite, CVS Pharmacy, Pleasant Valley SD Employment, ShopRite Employment, Social Security earnings, photos from 6/26/23. Now we have Ronald Koberger, death certificate, military personnel file. Edward Thomas Koberger, ancestry records. Is that how they found you, Koberger? Or is it Helen with her ancestry records? Oh, we got a couple people with ancestry records. Okay. Then we got George Robert Koberger's obituary. They don't want his death certificate. They just want the obituary, I guess. Catherine Lambert, death notice. Joseph Raganese, NYC police records and Richmond criminal court records. Madeline Demasio, ancestry records. Marianne Koberger, court file from 1988 car accident. Hey, what are you born that year? Wait, what year was Koberger born? That wouldn't be right. He was born in 94, wasn't it? I think it was 94. Yeah. So, okay. I was just double checking. So she had the accident before she even had him. So then Michael Mastro Nicola, eviction from family home. Who's that? Who's this Michael Mastro Strong Nicola? Eviction from family home. Okay. Novak Cohen CB. I feel like we need to look into this. Some of these things that we can look into. Can't look into like hospital records, but Parham, letter from superintendent. Why was that letter from the superintendent so important that we like seal that and we keep that? And welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Thomas Edward Koberger, ancestry. Man, one of y'all told. Voicemail from Brian to Cheryl Ebersol on a PDF memo. I don't know who that is. So then photographs taken by defense investigator Bittoni. I don't know how to say his last name, but that is an Italian last name if I ever seen one. Photos from 1122 King Road on 127/23. Apartment photos 2/1/23. Evidence photos. He took those on 3/10/23, 3/31/23, 4/6/23, and 4/7/23. Also again on 9/28/23, 12/14/23, 12 scene photos, 12/14/23. And then in 2024, evidence photos, and those were 12/12/24, 2024 photos from PA. Why'd you go in 2024 and get photos in PA? 1/27/23 photos from King Road, 2024 photos from PA. That's a little interesting. Okay. I have to like scroll up and so there here it is. So I can see what the next. I think this is it. I think this is the one I just read. So yeah. So then the subpoena was issued. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's just wait. I'm going to like exit out of some of these. Like some of them I went through and I highlighted. We're just going to exit out of those. Even because like I have them all like out of order, so this will be easier. Go back to the drawing board blank. Just pull them up. Okay, so the next one isn't very important. I mean, I don't think it is. It's just a subpoena ducis tectum. It's not like it's one of those that's not filled out, but it's just like you're hereby commanded that, laying aside all excuses, you appear in the district court of the 4th Judicial District of the state of Idaho in and for the county of Ada in Boise, Idaho on January 23rd, 2025 and January 24th, 2025 at 8 a.m. So they gave these to Ann Taylor. I don't know if this one's for Ann or... Yeah, Ann, this one was for Ann too. So I don't know if they just give her a stack of these and they're like, just put their name in there, you know, because it says like a name too. It's like a Christmas card, you know? Oh, I wonder if they would have had the hairdresser come in. They would have, PJs, I bet. Oh, for sure. It's crazy. Okay. I think this is the next one I wanted to show you guys. Yeah. So this is going to be the it is the witness and exhibit list disclosure for hearing on January 23rd. And this one came out on 1/16/2025. That's when they filed it. Let me okay, I got it up a little bit. If you could, hopefully everyone can see that good. So this one's a little bit longer, but it just says disclosure for hearing on January 23rd, 2025. Comes now the state of Idaho by and through the Latah County prosecuting attorney and discloses the following exhibits and expert witness for the hearing scheduled on January 23rd, 2025. The state also reserves the right to call the witnesses disclosed by the defense. The exhibits, the Idaho State Police P02-30376 dated November 29th, 2022 and included attachments. And it says attached hereto as Exhibit S1. Affidavit of Michael D. Lang attesting to states Exhibit S5 attached to the December 6, 2024 state's objection to defendant's motion to suppress and memorandum in support. RE is Pennsylvania search warrant for 119 Lambsden Drive, which is his parents' house, Albrightsville, Pennsylvania, and statements made attached as Exhibit S2. Numerous exhibits and affidavits have been filed with the parties pleading and briefing on the motions to be heard starting on January 23rd, 25, and the state will utilize those. So expert witness, they're saying they're using these people. They're using them. These are going to be the DNA. This is the DNA couple. What are you doing? What's the matter? Hold on. Sorry, guys. My dog's over here like shaking like a leaf. What's the matter? I think she has to go out. Hold on. I'm not going to take her. I'm going to go tell Vincent. Hold on. Because she didn't get to go. She only got to go to the potty once. So when I was outside a minute ago with her. So hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I had to kick them both out so that they would go to the bathroom. Twice this has happened where like I walk the same route, the same way for the last 9 years. And I went up this hill and there was twice today, there was a lady with a big dog and I'm just like, I'm not even messing with that mess. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So I had to bring her ride back. I thought she was good, but she said she had to go potty. So it says here, David Middleman, PhD, and it says he is a renowned scientist and DNA testing expert with over 25 years of experience in genetics and genomics. He has co-authored nearly 50 peer-reviewed articles, with his work cited more than 6,100 times. Dr. Middleman began his career with the Human Genome Project and trained in human genetics at Baylor College of Medicine, a pioneer in genotechnology. He has advanced DNA sequencing and SNP microarray technologies, driving innovation in biomedical research, diagnostics, and forensic science. His CV is attached to this disclosure as it states Exhibit S3. I want to say that his CV, they put like his, I don't know, maybe it was a CV, but I thought maybe it was something else. So Dr. Middleman is the founder and chief executive officer at Othram. I think we know all this stuff, but he's going to testify to the following: the role that Othram played in a criminal investigation, such as the investigation that took place in this case, the agreement Othram has with the Idaho State Police, and the services Othram agreed to provide and provided in this case. How and you'll find out tonight how much it costs to get Brian's DNA tested and all that. It was worth every penny. How Othram develops a SNP or WGS data set, including the steps involved and the information revealed and not revealed during the process. Dr. Middleman will explain that the testing done in this case did not reveal medical information about Brian Koberger. He will discuss how the data collected by Othram is insufficient for medical testing and what additional testing and analysis would be required above and beyond Othram's process to determine medical information. How Othram does not offer any services related to medical information and only does forensic work. So, he'll tell the difference between using SNP profile and STR for testing, including an explanation that a lab can perform either type of testing from raw DNA material. The state will also utilize Dr. Middleman to respond to testimony provided by Mr. Hellwig or Dr. Larkin on any of the topics disclosed by the defense on January 9th. Who was the crazy lady that testified in the beginning of this case with the red hair and then they never brought her back? Was that Larkin? That wasn't Larkin, was it? Why do I feel like that was her? Do you remember the lady with the red hair? And she looked like to me, she just didn't look professional. That's just me. I mean, she didn't. She wasn't professional at all. So I don't know why they didn't bring her back any other time. Like after that, she was gone. Hey, Espresso. Okay. Okay, so that's all that. That's signed by Bill. And then down here is just the purchase order. So to rush FGG SNP panel, because, we had to know. It was very important to know immediately, right? And then the order date on this is 11/29/2022. They just get that wrong, or why is that the order date? Because they wouldn't have got Koberger's DNA until they arrested him. Officially, they would have got Michael's a couple days before that. I don't know. That's weird. That is weird. Billing address, Idaho State Police, they're going to take care of it. Delivered to the Idaho State Police. Well, Idaho State Police, they spent $9,500. $9,500. And Debbie with one B, Debbie Beavers is the one that gets to sign off. I want to sign off on the big dollar things that the FBI ISP gets into. Do you think $9,500 is worth getting that profile back and, a short amount, like a time? I do. I personally do. I think it's worth every penny. Now, I don't know how much police officers have in their savings, you know what I mean? Like for, their fund for like testing and all that kind of stuff. But I'm sure that if any case deserved the testing or needed the testing done, it was this case. And immediately. Just, I think for everybody's, safety. But man, I mean, I would give that bill to him. I'd be like, this is your bill. And then this one's for Ryland Nolan, ISP. And it says here, forensic DNA testing for DNA evidence, which will generate an SNP profile that can be used for one-on-one comparisons or genealogical search. The deliverable is a file that can be uploaded to a genealogical database. Rush Services features 4 to 5 week turnaround time. Wow, that's okay. Then they took a couple of days. Contract or a day. Contract pricing for ISP includes S&P profile panels or S&P panel plus record search plus database upload. Previously agreed upon rates. So they sit down and they give them a rate. I would have charged them more. They're better than me. I'm not being mean. I probably would have been a little more greedy. I don't know. At $9,500, it doesn't seem like. I always hear like, officers and people say like they have no money, they have no funding for like any testing and stuff. It's so hard to get stuff tested. And I don't know. I always thought the testing was a lot more expensive. This is a lot of money, but I mean, geez, like I will never see that much money probably like in one time in my hand right now. You know what I mean? Probably not. But if I did, I'd buy y'all something. But these people, they probably want a little vacation afterwards. So how to budget, they put on here for FGG casework. Deliverable option, SNP profile, phases 1 and 2, and then phases 1 through 3. Look at this. We don't have to look at this, but case review is 0. Is this for them? Is this their actual like author? Yeah, we'll assess the case and provide free budget. Okay, this is it. So if you want, they wanted it all, apparently. I don't know. Look at that. DNA extraction from the evidence or skeletal remains. Oh. Look at mixture mitigation. Oh, if you have to like separate it, I guess. 2,400. 2,500. Genealogy, 2,500. I think I'm in the wrong business. I'm going into DNA. Okay. I already have my criminal justice degree. Who wants to help me? Because I have one eye. I can't do all of the DNA work. I'll be the face behind the company. And then, so this is from Bill Thompson's side, state of Pennsylvania. It says affidavit of Sergeant Michael D. Lang. Okay, let's see. This is state of Pennsylvania. Derry Township. I, Sergeant Michael D. Lang, do hereby state the attached statement labeled States Exhibit S5 and which was attached to the December 6, 2024 State's objection to defendant's motion to suppress and memorandum in support Pennsylvania search warrant for his parents' house. And statements made is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief, and I certify or declare under penalty of perjury. Okay, foregoing is true. This is his, this is David Middleman's, they were talking about earlier, his, like resume. So that's what this is. We've seen this before. I know we have. I mean, how long is this, buddy? I mean, this is too long. You got to take some of this out. Look at this. I mean, don't they say to David? Don't they say to like keep your stuff to like a certain amount? I mean, I guess he has all these accreditations, but still, how many would you put in? It's crazy. Okay, so then that was it. Like that was it. Let's see what the next one is. We'll go over one more. Witness and exhibit list. Oh yeah, I think this is actually the ones. And I think there was, let me see one more. Okay, yeah, then we can do the court minutes on our next live. Okay. And then I think I just pulled this one up. Yeah, okay, so it's just small, but it says here It says defendant supplemental witness list for motions hearing on 12325. Now comes Brian C. Koberger by through his attorney of record. Will call the following witness listed below as the motions hearing scheduled for January 23rd, 24th, 2025. And he wants to call Detective Jeffrey Talbot. Detective Talbot's anticipated testimony relates to documents, emails, and investigative knowledge of the identification of Mr. Kohlberger. So I guess we didn't get to ever see that, but I would have liked to have seen that. Oh, I hope you feel better. Hey, monkey lady. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Renee. Hey, Ozzy. Oh, thanks, Ladybug. Yeah, she was just like, looked at me and I was like, okay, she's ready to go. She usually doesn't bother me. That one doesn't. That dog doesn't bother nobody. I mean, unless you're another dog. Oh, let me tell you guys something really cute. I mean, I think it's cute anyway. There's another Weimaraner in the neighborhood. She's a girl. Her name's Lady. She's bigger than Mia, and they sound alike when they bark. Oh my gosh, their barks are like identical. Like, I didn't know where this dog lived. Vincent like showed me last night, and he was like, "Yeah, the dog lives right there." And I turn around to look, and the dog is at the door, and they have a screen, but they have their back door open, and the dog is just starts barking, and then Mia barked at it, and it jumped and hit the screen, and it literally like the screen fell out of the window. Hey, Parker. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, Vincent, come on. And he's like, what? And he's like one of those, what? And then looking around, I'm like, they're going to be mad at us because we have our dogs. And it was funny. It was cute. They were trying to play. They wanted to get to each other. I wanted like them to see each other, but Araya's always with Mia. You know what I mean? They're best friends. They're soul sisters. But I think it'd be so funny just to get Mia's reaction to seeing another dog that looks like her, because I think she is very smart and she would be like, what is that? What's happening? But her dog is, yeah, like I said, bigger. Has like a bigger snout and stuff than Mia. Mia, I don't know, to me looks more girly. Like I thought her dog was a boy at first. And then she's like, no, it's a girl. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. It is warm in here. Does he have the heat on? I'll stay on and talk to you guys for a couple minutes. I think he was taking the dogs out, but then I can hear a dog. Oh yeah, Cat was laying on Vincent earlier. I should show you pictures from it. It was cute. Oh, Ladybug, yeah, I just saw your message. Yeah, she moved to Louisiana. I thought she was moving this week. So my best friend moved last weekend on Sunday, and I thought she was moving this Sunday. Like, I had my dress picked out. I had a little cardigan to put up. You know what I mean? Like, I had everything picked out. I was even like getting on Amazon to see if I could find like some just like a cute like gold like necklace or something to wear. Like nothing like too fancy because obviously it's Amazon. But I have like one necklace or something that's actually like kind of fancier, and I don't know, it just wasn't going to go with the dress, so I was going to get something else. And I was so excited to see her and just like have a day with her, a night with her, whatever I got, right? Because she was there for me like a mom after my car accident. Like she planned a benefit party for me that raised a lot of money to help me out, which if she wouldn't have done that, I don't know what I would have done. You know, for the first few months of me getting out of the hospital, it really helped me. And they had like giveaways. I mean, she like, if you want something done, you call her. And she's also like the FBI, literally like the freaking BI. When I met Vincent, she had his house looked up within like 3 minutes. I didn't even know where he lived, but she did. She's like, you can hear her ding, 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 ding. But she's like, that's the best part about her. So I thought I was going to see her on the Sunday, and I was excited. I was so excited to see her. But she moved last Sunday. Our communication just didn't, you know what I mean? We weren't, in my brain, I was like, ask her if it's this Saturday. But then I was like, no, she would say this Saturday, not the way the way it was worded or something. Oh, I cried, Betsy. I cried so bad. You guys, I don't usually cry like that. Like, I was really upset. She's like my spirit animal. She can like calm me down when like Vincent can't. Like when I get like anxious, like super anxious, she can like, and it doesn't happen. It's only happened once. So it's not like something that happens often. But I knew she was an hour away now, but it was to Louisiana. Yeah. Yeah. So it's 12 hours, 2 minutes to her house by car. But yeah, I'll be sure to go down and see her and have fun and do all that stuff. But I've never been to Louisiana. And it's only a plane ride, right? That's what I keep saying. It's only a plane ride away. And they're both awesome, her and her husband. And I was in her wedding and stuff. I'll have to post pictures. I haven't even looked at the pictures from her wedding. They're on this camera, actually. Vincent was the camera guy, so I don't know. I don't know what kind of pictures we got. But yeah. You're in Pennsylvania? Oh, that's how you do it. Well, we would like either sleep like not with the dogs. I'm talking about like with the kids, head to toes, with your cousins. Something was said today, and they took it like so offensively, and I didn't at all. And I'm thinking it's because I was born in like a different time. Like it was something somebody said. I can't remember for the life of me. If I do, I'll let y'all know. It was just something, and I was like, well, I don't think that's means anything. Like, oh, this is what it was. Okay, this is what it was. Maybe I'm messed up. Maybe I came from a messed up family. I don't know. Did anybody else's father drink a beer or two at night after work? My dad did. He was born in the 60s. He liked his beer. He didn't drink liquor. No liquor for him, but Budweiser in a bottle. Yes, please, right? And anytime I was sitting down next to him, he'd like to say this. He would like to say these words. While you're up, I was sitting down. While you're up, grab me a beer. I will forever hear those words. And if I can hear like in my head, while you're up, grab me a beer. And he'd say to my mom too. And she'd be walking through or something. And it was a joke. And we would laugh about it, right? My mom would go grab him one or whatever. He would get up and get it. But if I was in the kitchen, right, he would say, hey, grab me a beer, would you? That's what he's grab me a beer, would you? And I'm like, sure, I sure will. And I would grab him a beer, you know what I mean? And I'd hand it to him. Never a big deal. That's what it was about. It was about Brittany and her, Craig or whatever. That's where it came from. And people were so clutching their pearls because somebody said, do you have dad's beer? Not like he was getting the beer. I mean, even if he was, who cares? I used to get my dad a beer all the time. What is going to hurt? Is it physically going to kill that kid if he walks that beer from one room to another to his dad? Because we did it all the time. It was not a thing. If you're offended by it, I'm so sorry. You must be younger than me because it was just like a thing we did. I hear it all the time, right? When I go in the kitchen, sometimes I think of it. Like when I just go to grab myself a drink, like I'll think of it. Like it just highlight. Oh, my dad liked Budweiser. He's Budweiser, and he could do all kinds of shit and drink. I mowed the yard one time for my mom. I didn't know it was self-propelled until the last strip. All that thing. I thought I thought I was gonna have a stroke. She had to come out and get me. My face was so red. This was right after like my dad passed and stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna mow the yard. And I'm like, how did he do it? He would be in the garage, 100 degrees outside, humid as hell because it's in Ohio, drinking a beer, smoking his Marlboro menthol, and just having a good old time, playing some music, doing lawn work. I'm just saying. It was just something that, like, I don't know. I heard that today and I was like, I was gonna put it in like a TikTok and ask people because I was like, I think that's, I think that we all grew up in a different time. We all grow up in a different time period. And I don't think that there is anything wrong with grabbing your dad a beer. If you drink, the worst thing is going to do is you're going to take a sip of it. You're going to spit it out because it's beer and it's gross. And everybody that's tried beer for the first time gets sick off of it usually. You're going to get sick probably. And then you're not going to probably want to drink. See, retired Parker, she's drinking one now. 58 and it's all good. Thank you guys. My brother would send me to the store to buy cigarettes for him. The town we lived in at the time was 300 people. My brother's 9 years older than me, and he would hide his beer. Oh, this is sneaky. Don't let your kids hear this one. We're 9 years apart, right? So mom and dad were never looking under my bed for like anything. You know what I mean? But my brother, on the other hand, I would be like 9 years old. He was like 16, right? He would hide his beer under my bed. And I was always wondering why him and Chad were always in my room. And I'm like, now I know. I always thought it was because I had the better TV. That's what they used to say. He lied to his sister. But no, he's like, I used to put beer under your bed. I'm like, that's a genius move. Because my mom, I mean, other than to clean, and he knew when she'd be like cleaning, just get the beer out. Yeah. That's my dad. He drank. I mean, my dad was a drinker. He got worse when he got older, but when he was like, when I was like early 20s, late teens, late teens, I'd say late teens and before, it was only a couple beers, go to bed, Yeah. Some people could do that. Yeah. I think the past you could buy cigarettes for your mom and dad. Like they would just send you with a note. Like if we're living at this time now, think about that time. That was like what, 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And the kids are just going to the gas station. And we're complaining about a kid getting a beer for his dad in their own house. When they live in, like, it's not a very big house. So not like the kid can sneak. And if he does, let him sneak the beer. My sister-in-law, my brother's wedding, one of the kids was like, and a teenager, and he kept going to the wrong fountain. There was a liquor fountain, and then there was like a fountain for like like punch, just punch only. But the liquor fountain was liquored up, extra liquor, a couple extra bottles of liquor. And so this kid, I kept watching him. It was Danielle's nephew. He kept getting from the wrong fountain. I think he knew. I'm like, he getting drunk, and I'm just watching him go back. He got in so much trouble. Sent you with the note. That's crazy. Early 80s and 90s too. I'm 80s and 90s. I didn't know. My parents never asked me to go get them smokes, but I smoked at one point in the early 2000s. I think it was like 2000 or something, 99, 2000. I smoked for a little while. Never again. I think are cigarettes coming back in style? I know that's weird. I know that's so weird, but I saw this girl. And I only saw one person. So, I mean, but it scared me. She's a new singer. She's a new country singer. I forget her name, but she's super trendy right now. She's like hangs out with Miranda Lambert. You guys are Lena, something like that. She does like a thing on her show where she like, I think takes a drink of a beer maybe, and then like smokes a cigarette and then like starts her song. To me, personally, now call me old, okay? You can call me old for this. That shouldn't be. We shouldn't be doing that. Don't even do it with a vape. Candy cigarette. There you go. No, don't even do it with a candy cigarette. Because there are children, like there are young kids that watch her. I feel like they're not like young, but like middle school teenagers, like that age. I don't know who listens to her, but I've like heard a couple of like bits of her songs. She has a really pretty voice, and that's a really cute, like, I think it's like sassiness. Like, I think it's a really like cool, like intro into like that, but only if you were like Madonna and you already had that, like, you know what I mean? We already knew who you were and you're about, like, we know Madonna as like the sexual, like, queen. Let's be real. Her and Cher brought sexy in with the music. She wants a raspy voice. She not mine. I feel like my voice is raspy. She doesn't want a raspy voice. You don't want to ruin your voice. Get voice, then do the voice cord thingies. I'm sure that's a thing. But then if she's going to ruin her voice, that's what she's going to do. I used to have a nice singing voice. Wasn't bad. I mean, I don't know how good it was. My mom used to tell me it was exceptional when I was a kid. Like when I was little. Started smoking cigarettes, couldn't run anymore. Not as fast as I could, but I got down to a 12 minutes today. I was so proud of myself. Yeah, I shouldn't be on a show smoking a cigarette. Yeah, that's like the thing. Like these kids see that. I don't know. Maybe maybe I just love Taylor Swift so much. I think she's a good influence. Do you know what I mean? Like, and some of even like Taylor's stuff is like, if I had my child, I'd be like almost like covering her. You know, like she does like the skit. I mean, I think it's all adorable and it's very tasteful, very, very tasteful. But where she like takes off like the jacket and like, or like the dress or whatever, and she like drops it and then she puts on the jacket. The one where like Travis came on stage and did a couple shows with her. That one I think is good. Like that's good. But then I think if I had my child with me, I would be like fogging their eyes at the same time. Because I'm just weird like that. That's why I don't have kids. I'd be a helicopter parent, y'all. I'd have like a little face. I have a little mask on my kid so you couldn't see so they couldn't see her face, but she's right here. Just kidding. Little face mask for a baby. Yeah, I don't know. I smoked and I know that not my like when I was it was kind of cool or whatever, but it was kind of just like whatever. It was just something to do. We lived in a small town. We didn't have nothing to do. But when my mom was like younger, it was the thing to do. Like it was what you saw. And like my mom would tell me, you would see these like cowboys and the guys wanted to be them and the women wanted to date them. And they all smoked cigarettes, you know, and like, so. She put a microphone right in front of me. That means you were good. I vape. Me too. I vape. I just, man. I don't think I could ever give up vaping. Cheech and Chong can do it. Well, I think I'm going to jump off here. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 8:40. I have to go to the podiatrist. I'm going to be in some pain tomorrow, let's just say. I don't think they give you anything for pain either. I mean, like, they can't, I don't know if they can give me a shot in my foot. I don't know if he can numb my toe. He's going to cut like some like stuff out of there. So I know it's a little TMI for you. Little TMI at the end of the live. I'm going to try to work out tomorrow, but I might be walking funky. Yeah, Snuff. I did it once. Like the chew. I tried it once when I was like 16. I was at a party and I don't know who decided to come get me. I was 115 pounds soaking wet. The skinniest, I was the scrawniest kid. Like I'm 5'8". I was really skinny. And someone said, someone got their car stuck. Forget who got their car stuck, one of the guys. And they were like, go get Tanya. She'll help. Why do I feel like they said Tony's sister? Like he was there, like my brother was there. Could have been, but they were like all chewing. They were all chewing while they're trying to get this car out of the thing. And I had been drinking a couple drinks. I shouldn't have been, but I was. And I said, give me some of that. I'll try. I'll never try it again. I'll never try it again. Oh my gosh, sprained your knee. Oh, well, hopefully you get your brace or whatever off at that, you know, that you've been dealing with. Cause sprained knee. Oh my goodness. I have a lot of injuries and that's one I'm cool on that. I'm not a big matcha person. But Vincent is. I haven't tried it though. I should try it. $25 years. That's awesome. I might have to try it because he has all the stuff in it. I have like this little cute coffee bar I got for him. Well, actually, it's kind of like, it was kind of for me, for him. That's how it goes around here. And I want, because he drinks coffee in the like winter, a lot more in the winter. So in the summer, which it's been summer, I haven't done it yet because I want to videotape it. And I have like boxes right there that I have not got rid of in the last like 3 weeks. But I'm going to do a full like bar, like a juice bar on that counter instead of like coffee, like so since it's summer. Renee actually got me a really nice like blender, like juicer blender for Christmas a couple years ago. And it's really nice. I'm going to put that out. And then I have a NutriBullet and stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to stop vaping. Even when they tell me don't vape before my surgery or after my surgery, I do. I'm sorry, I do. Let's all admit it. We all do. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I can hear my dogs are back in, so they're trying to come back in the room. What did PJ say? I must have. I do like to vape though. And it's a lot less expensive. I'll have to show you a picture of it simply. It's cute. I have it like, oh, well, I opened the drawer today and there was a bunch of like little packets just thrown in there. And I'm like, who did that? I said, Vincent, I got all these little containers. I just used extra little containers I had from around the house for the drawers. It has like, it's like a coffee, like it's like a bar. It's kind of like a buffet bar almost it looks like. And then it has like sets of 2 drawers and then a drawer at the top on both sides. It's pretty nice. I should put like Amazon, what are those things called? Storefront. Like, so when like, okay, like say like I buy something for myself, like it's not like you buy, it's like I buy it. And like I buy something and trying to think of something. Like say I got like this lip gloss, which I didn't, but like I got this lip gloss off of, Amazon. I could think I can like, you can make like a storefront and then people can shop your storefront. If you like some of the products that I use. Now, I am going to finally get a hold of Target tomorrow because they sent me another email asking me to be like it's like a representative for them, affiliate kind of thing. Yeah. This is like the second or third time they've asked me to do it. And so I think they like me. I'm like, let's, So, and I'm going to do hauls over on Unfiltered. I have 2 videos already that I need to put together that are Target hauls because your girl, I like Target. Okay. It makes me happy. I don't spend a lot, just a little. No, I always get my stuff like on clearance and I just always know where to go and I know when to shop. I know like where in the store the clearance items are because they're not in the front like you think they are. They sneaky. But yeah, they sent me an email. I just have to send them like my stuff, like my like social media stuff or whatever. I was like, okay, I don't know if they like looked at my receipts and were so I told Vincent, I'm like, maybe they like saw my receipts. Hey Angie, we just got done with our live. We're just chit-chatting. Welcome in. But yeah, so maybe that would be nice because I'm going to try to think of different ways. And then they have like TikTok shop and stuff. I just have to sit here and do it. They have really good buyers. Yeah. Yeah, Betsy, they do. Like their other clothes is just like they're soft. Like everything I'm wearing is from there right now. And everything that I ever wear is from there usually. Like it used to be boutique clothes. It's so crazy. I used to only wear boutique clothes. Like I have so many beautiful, beautiful boutique clothes. But I don't know. I want to be comfortable. And I like their sporting good stuff. Like their sporting outfits. I have like their little 2 pieces. So yeah, I'll have to do like some hauls for you guys. And then on my second channel. So if you're not over on Unfiltered with Tanya, I have a second channel and we're going to be doing like live vlogging, reviews, commentary, things like that over there. So I need to figure it out. Who picks out the stuff? Well, that sounds like fun. My new family dogs. We have the cat, but she wouldn't come in. She wouldn't stay in here tonight. She left. I'm like, what? Tessie? She's so cute still, though. She's so cute. Other than her clawing me and my furniture. Yep. I got to save up. I got to get seat covers. And I don't want like just like the ones that are like, I want like nice ones. You know what I mean? Like I want something that she's not going to be able to just rip through. Or me and her is going to have a big, long conversation. But yeah, so I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll read through some more of the documents because there's not that. I mean, there are quite a few left, maybe like another couple of few lives. Let me check to see if there's any videos that have come out. Because Connor's been getting most of the videos pretty quick. Not like pretty quick, but like as quick as they can. They do need help getting those. So it does look like they do have a new one here. So we'll watch that tomorrow as well. Yeah. That's what we'll do. And I'm going to go to the doctor in the morning. We're gonna do an earlier live tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to do the live between 12:15 and 2:35. So I know that's that's a big thing, but I'll do the I'll make sure that I put the thumbnail and all that stuff up early in the morning tomorrow, like either before or after my doctor's appointment. So, because I want to try to do it like a day live, like earlier. I want to do it on like 12:15 to see how it works, just to see, because that's like a good time for like Vincent, because he's on lunch and he could just like be like somewhere else, because it's like he works over here too. And then yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Good night, PJ. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Hopefully you guys get some good sleep tonight. Be safe. I'll see you guys all tomorrow on the live. Don't forget to hit the like on the way out if you guys don't mind and you want to share out the video. That's really does help the channel. Also, commenting after the live on the channel helps send the video out to the algorithm as well, and hyping the video. There's all kinds of options now. Also, did you guys see, if you go onto your YouTube tab, up at the top, it'll say your custom feed, and it'll like, you can put in there like what you want it to show you. So like for me, I don't know why it'll like, it's catering to my stuff. It says safe true crime for cleaning, no graphic photos or loud screams. I guess I don't like that. I guess I don't like loud screams. I don't know. But you can like let it like cater. You can cater it to yourself. So you could put in like true crime or something. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. You've tried it yet? So I'll have to try it and let you guys know, or you guys can try it. But it's a new option. So yeah, you could put in there like Idaho 4 content that's just factual, based on just facts, maybe. Maybe that would work. I don't know. But I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain tonight. We gonna let it rain tonight. We gonna let it just like the sunrise. We gonna let it now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt.